Oh, what a night! Ooh, what a night it was! It really was such a night. Good night, or no, it's good morning, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 12:32. I'm back because I won't sleep for a few hours, I would imagine. The adrenaline is pumping. But what a night of racing, and what a night that we took a few pound off, well, it took more than a few pound off the bookies. A lot of it went right the way I had thought about it. Only one race didn't go according to plan, and that was in Spiral and Warm Heart. And on the 10th of June in the Queen Anne, I tipped up in Spiral, and it lost out to triple time, wasn't it, Kevin Rhines? And I backed it another time, and I didn't back at the time it won, skated in then at a mile. When the opening and the turn there came for Ryan Moore, Warm Heart didn't just pick up that on that split second to go through that gap, because she's a stayer. She's a mile and a half out. She's a relentless galloper, and that was the difference in winning and losing. If she had picked up, Frankie wouldn't have just got to us on the outside. Of course, if I had tipped up Frankie, he'd have made a mess of it, and he'd have finished second, and Warm Heart would have won by a neck or a head. But just some nights racing. The night started off with Cody's Wish. That was a great finish. I thought they might throw it out, because looking at it from behind, I thought it veered in about maybe 3 or 4 yards from where it was started its run up the stretch. And it didn't get the run of the race that it normally does. Warm Heart finished second. I had the reverse forecast. It paid 7, nearly 8 quid. Good Night Olive, that went off a great price altogether, 5 to 4. That actually hosed up. I don't know why there was so much against it. And actually, 365 gave it a super boost out to 6 to 4. I said, thank you very much. I'll have some more of that. That was 2 of the 3 in the treble that I had suggested. Master of Seas, I just thought it was a great finish. Great ride from Buick. I thought on the outside post. But Songline finished 5th in that race. And I done an accumulator, an each way accumulator with the 9 selections. And that was the only one that was out of the money. And as Master of the Sea passed him out, the Japanese jockey just stopped riding for a split second, that he didn't get passed into 4th place because they were paying the 4 places. When I done it first, I think it's for 20 each way. It said too much, you couldn't do it for that. Then I tried 15, too much, couldn't do it. Tenner couldn't do it. I think they took about 6 each way because of the colossal amount, it went into millions. Which would be a few hundred if he had finished in 4th place. That was the only one that I didn't draw. I think that was the only ticket I didn't draw off today. Idiomatic as well, hosed up. It didn't. Went out, but I thought when it changed its leads at the top of the stretch, I said, is it going to get caught? And actually, when it veered left, Clarier would have finished second, I think, otherwise. Instead of that, it was 4th. I had the forecast done. August Roden. Moore was confident and patient on the turn for home. The gap opened. Like, you wouldn't get that in Ireland, or you wouldn't get it on the jumps anywhere. Like, they'd be looking behind to see who's coming. But he was much the best horse. As I said last night, out of by deep impact, running on concrete is what they want. Much the best. Very impressive. I hope to keep it again for another year. And don't run it on the heavy ground. It won it on the heavy ground when it was a 2-year-old, but that was because it was much the best of a horse and they needed to run it. But the one I was most happy about picking and backing was White Abrero. I'd backed that at 5 to 1 and 9 to 2 yesterday. I had a good few pound on that. And I was in the blue bookies today. I was collecting a few pound from a couple of weeks ago, and I had a docket in my hand. And she said, what's that? And I said, this horse was second. And she says, well, let's see, I'll try it. And she put it in, and she said, there's a €20 free bet on that. I said, put it on White Aberaro, 4-1. So that was a grand 80 quid that I was going to throw it in the bin, only for I knew the girl in the shop. No balls. There was number 9 was very unlucky in that, from the same yard as Big Invasion. Just didn't get the run on the rail. Neither did Big Invasion, but Aesop's Fables, as I thought, has improved for sprinting and putting on a bit of headgear. Absolutely flew up the stretch. That was 12-1. I didn't realise it finished at 15-2. I'd backed that at 12, and I got the boost yesterday from Hills at 13, or from Laddies, was it? One of them anyway. And Elite Power, I thought 2-1. I thought that would be even money after winning it last year. But it was grand night's pickings anyway, I have to say. So we have... will you tell... Stio, where is he? Tell him get his hole down to the bar there and get me a pint. I need a pint. Where is Stio? Where is Stio when you need him? Nowhere, I suppose. Probably on the gargle himself. Oui. Now, the relentless pursuit goes on, but I haven't a lot of study done, but there's a few bus horses running tomorrow, so if we don't do anything, don't be giving out to me. But tread wisely and warily with your money. Bring it to the post office and get stamps on Monday. Well, we'll see. The Curragh tomorrow. There's a horse here that's done us a good turn lately. So these are horses that we have won with. Bus horses. Sanair. I think he went up £8, was it? It hosed up there recently. Where was that? In Galway, wasn't it? It was in Galway. 77. It went up £9. Back it each way. Loves heavy ground. Heavy, soft, heavy. If it was hot deep, it would be all the better for it. As well tomorrow, we have a little Hershey that won twice for us, but I think 5 furlongs is being short for it, but we could have a stab each way. Just they're paying 4 places there. Greek Flower. But Wayne Hassett is riding it, and he's carrying a penalty. Now, I don't know what the penalty is. I don't know is it 6 or 7, but he had a £3 claimer the last day, so he's on a £7 claimer. So it'd be £4. It'd be sort of £4 well in off the penalty. Like you'd only be carrying £3 or £4 in higher than he did the last day, or she did. But the 5 furlong race took her all her time in that maiden and to win, and it took all her time the last day at 6 to get up in the Curragh. But she's in for him, so we could have £1 each way on that, I suppose. That Stagnite, isn't that out of or Spy? No, I'm thinking of something else. Well, I'll just go back to this race for a second. I just want to get something in my head. Indigo 5. That's by Fast Company, isn't it? It is. That's why he or she loves the muck. Oh, yes, the Fast Company, that horse done the business today. Went out to 8 or 9-1. Check and challenge. It's SP at 6-1. There was no trace of Wakul. And I actually backed Check and Challenge last night at 7-2, and I seldom do that because I thought it was a decent enough price, and I couldn't understand that it drifted out so bad today, but it won at 6s. But as you know, Fast Company loves them. That's why that's fairly hot there tomorrow. There's Cork then tomorrow. Another bus horse. Where is it? The 240. Perceval Legallois. He won for us a few times, but he won in Galway the last day. Now this is a grade 3, and let's be clear about it. is a decent nag. It was fourth in the Albert Bartlett. But we'll have to back this because this yoke, when he gets up to 3 miles, even better. But he's very impressive at 2 miles too in Galway. Jumped very slick. And he was rated 138 over hurdles. Now the other one was rated, I think it was 146, wasn't it? 144. We'll have to stick with our little buzz horsing for that. Two of them from the same yard. Mark Walsh, of course, is on our one. Then the National is on tomorrow. The Cork Grand National. And Royal Thief, it makes its first run for the new yard. It's Gordon Elliott. But Danny Gilligan is on. Now, this is a shot in the dark. An absolute. I was going to go with Flash to Tumzane. Do you remember last year he won a 12-1 for us in Galway? Walk away as a 10-year-old. And that'll go really well because the black Sam Bellamy's, they love running in muck too. So I'm hoping that hasn't run since May. And it was in a race in Galway there, or no, Kerry wasn't it somewhere lately? I didn't run. I don't know why. But there's a horse there, and I said, Hawk Deep Ground, Diol Curragh. Now, this is the pure, it's gone out, it's about 12-1 show, with Danny Gilligan taking off 5. He's after moving from Noel Mead as well. But the batter, I said it before, he won when he won the Leinster National for us 13th of March last year. It was Hawk Deep. That was 6-1 into 7-2, and he's never got to the ground since, but he was second in the Paddy Power, and then the other, good to yield and good to soft, just wouldn't like that, yield wouldn't like that. It depends on the fitness. If there was a few pounds for that, if it didn't drift out to hell, that should have a chance on the ground. And carrying top weight, but Danny Gilligan is taking off 5. Like, with Elliott having severals there, he took that ride. So, maybe that. Oh yeah, that was that one. Anyway. That's me. I'm having what do you call it? The honey. And I'm going to look at, that's me, honey. I'm heading to Galway tomorrow, hopefully. I go to Pearse Stadium. And if my Cullen wins, I'll probably come home. But you know me, you wouldn't know. I might stay, but I'll definitely go up on Monday to my Cullen and stay Monday night. So if I'm doing a video, it'll be from my Cullen Monday night, I would imagine. So I hope one of them can sing. We'll get one of them. I know a couple of them. They're good old crack. There might be horses on the job too on Monday, so I might go up earlier than I did last year. So anyway, that's Breeders' Cup 23 over. It was an absolutely fabulous 2 nights. So we done all right. I think we had 7 winners and we had the 3 each ways and went all treble up. And if you're winning a few pounds, you're not losing it. So bash the bookies, over and out.